I will discuss about the development of speaking skill in English from the class 9 or 10 class level. I found throughout my experience of teaching that the students of Bengali medium they cannot express their opinion in English as to why they suffer from a phobia of speaking English. But this is not a difficult task for the students, those who have the proper knowledge of English grammar. First of all, how a sentence is constructed, you have to understand. All the students, the tense is the major part of English grammar. So if you have the perfect skill of tense, or if you know the rules of tense perfectly, then after knowing tense, you have to learn voice change, and then you try to know the grammar narration. So with the basis of narration, voice change and tense, you can express your opinion easily before the teachers or in the examination hall, or you can speak English whenever the situation demands. First of all, you think over a matter on which you want to speak, because as English is our second language, first language is our Bengali is our first language. So we are very much comfortable to express our opinion in Bengali, definitely. But if you want to express those opinion in English, then you have to arrange the sequence of rules of tense, the rules of grammar. How a sentence is constructed? First, a verb is needed, subject is needed, then verb, then object. So, at the time of speaking, all the speakers use present indefinite tense, sometimes present continuous tense or past indefinite. So, you have to think or you have to learn first tense. Then, after knowing tense, you just translate a Bengali sentence from Bengali to English. After translating that sentence, you try to speak that sentence within yourself. The sentence that you make by yourself, you express that sentence within yourself. When you feel that you can speak the sentence freely within yourself, then you try to speak before someone. Then after that, if you try to speak in such a way, once you will find yourself comfortable to speak that sentence before someone freely, easily, or without any hindrance. I want to say that English is a rhythmical language. English has a rhythm. It has some grammatical rules, syntax. But this is not much difficult that you think, that you find. And sometimes you watch television of foreign channels. Then you watch how a speaker of a foreign country speaks. If you keep your ears very distinct, or if you listen to the speaking of a foreigner through television, you can find that they are also using the rules of tense, voice, and narration. Without the help of voice, without the help of tense, nobody can speak or write good English or write English. You better know that if you, in Bengali, sometimes we say, Ami bhat khai. Here, subject, then object, then verb. But that should not be in the speaking of English or in the writing of English. First verb should come, first subject should come, then verb, then object. I eat rice. This is an example of present indefinite tense. Then Ami bhat khachi. What will be that? Subject and then modal verb, auxiliary verb am, or is, or are. Here as I, first person, you say am. Eat plus ing, I am eating. Then object, I am eating rice. Then you have spoken a good sentence with the help of present continuous tense. So if you say in a rapid way, I am eating rice, that would be very much rhythmical language before the listeners. But this is a very easy sentence, an example of present continuous tense. So this is not very difficult task for you. So you beloved students, you always speak within yourself. You become your teacher. You become your learner. You act as a learner. You act as a teacher. Whenever you learnt a grammar, a rules of a grammar, then you apply that grammar into a sentence. Perhaps, for example, you have learned present perfect tense rule. What is it? Subject, auxiliary verb, then verb. Verb is B3, that means past participle. I have gone to Kolkata. That is, I have gone to Kolkata means Ami Kolkata gechi. So here is the example of present perfect tense. So whenever you came to know the rules of present perfect tense, then after knowing the grammar, you just apply that grammar in a sentence. Whenever you write that sentence on your khata or speak within yourself, then 2 or 3 times you feel more comfortable to speak before a learner, before a teacher, before a distinguished person. So I think the spirit of speaking that is latent in yourself, that will be roused by exercising the grammars into application, and that will help to speak English, write English. Because English is a language that has a perfect rhythm in grammar. There is no difficulty in understanding the grammar of English rules. But unfortunately, the students do not give proper attention to the grammar, to the rules of grammar. So after knowing the grammar, you try to speak on any topic. Whether at the time of speaking you may speak wrong English, you may speak erroneous English, but whenever you will hear that speaking, then you will correct yourself, and one day you will be a person of knowing righteous English, perfect English. So, my beloved students, I hopefully affirm that you, the students, those who are now thinking after watching my video, you will be thinking that today, after listening or after watching your video, yes, this is the right time to start our speaking. You will start in your house, before your parents, before your friends, before your relatives. You try to speak. There are some delicate hindrance to understanding preposition. Preposition is one of the major factors to write or speak good English. But now you do not give more significance, more importance upon preposition at the time of your learning or speaking English. Because preposition is a major factor, is one of the major factors and most important factor in English to write or to speak good English. But if you have the proper knowledge of tense, voice, clause, narration, infinitive and gerund, you can write English, you can write and you can speak English without any mistakes. I hope you try to understand what is infinitive. Infinitive is nothing but a verb just adding to before the verb. It has 4 dimensions: simple infinitive, continuous infinitive, perfect infinitive and perfect continuous infinitive. Infinitive is essential to speak any sentence. What is this? I want to go there. It is an example of present indefinite tense with the help of infinitive. I want to go there. I want is a simple present indefinite tense. To go there, to go is present indefinite with the help of infinitive. What is infinitive present continuous? He seems to be doing what? He seems to be reading well. But there is some uncertainty. Whenever you are showing an uncertainty of doing, a person is doing a work, but there is no certainty of that very work, then you will use present continuous infinitive. What is it? What is it? Subject, verb, to be, verb, ing. Mr. Shen seems to be doing his homework. Mr. Shen seems to be doing homework. The to be doing work is an example of infinitive continuous. What is present perfect? He seems to have done this work. He has done this work. Yes, present perfect tense. He has done this work. But there is no certainty of this work. Then you can say he seems to have done this work. The sentence is an example of assertive sentence, but it also signifies an indication of interrogation. Perhaps the man has done this. He seems to have done this. The man seems to have been doing this for a long time. That means the man has been doing for a long time. It is an example of present perfect continuous tense. But whenever I am using he seems, present infinite tense word, he seems to have been doing, that means there is an uncertainty whether the person has been doing the work. So if you know the rules, four rules of infinitive, then it will be more easier thing for you to write or to speak English. The next class I will be discussing gerund that will help you to speak or write good English. Today, I hope that you will like my channel and subscribe my channel. And after watching my channel, I expect that you will like my channel, again subscribe my channel. And the next, I will be happy to make more video if I see that you have subscribed my channel. Till then, goodbye.